The Storm by John Shannon in 88 by 40 cm rounds, special treatment version 1, starts with mahogany pearls that we have placed on the symbol on the sails. So there are 2 sails with the cross-like symbol, and we've placed mahogany pearls on there, as well as dark sea crystals, which we will be placing in random areas that appear darker on the water. So this would be for the dark water. So this is for version 1 of Into the Storm. June by Anna Dittman with free electric diamonds, like with the rest of her calendar series. An idea for the free electric diamonds that you get is to sprinkle it in the lightest areas in the background. And basically in this case we've placed some on the upper and bottom corners, and majority of it is in the highlights of the big flower in front of her. So this is a suggestion. You can choose to use your electric diamonds in another way, but at least you have an idea how you can conduct your own special treatment for June. June by Anna Dittman, 40 by 30 cm special treatment. We've placed the free electric diamonds in the background as well as on the lightest parts of the flowers. So these are the free electric diamonds as well as these ones sprinkled in the background. Everything else is part of version 3 of special treatment for June. So for this painting we start the special treatment with some morganite crystals that we have placed on the light pink areas. That's mainly over here on the bottom, as well as right here somewhere around this part of her hair. And then for version 2 we've got magenta crystals that we have placed on the darker pink areas. These are the magenta crystals and these are the morganite. So if you come closer, these are the morganite. It's morganite. And then these are the magenta. These are the electric. And for version 3 we have these green special beads, labradorite crystals. So sprinkle those in the green areas on the canvas. So we've got, once again, free electric diamonds that come with June with this painting together with the rest of Anna Dittman's calendar series. And then we also have version 3 special treatment, which consists of morganite crystals, magenta crystals, and also labradorite crystals. December 65 by 50 cm is part of Anna Dittman's calendar series, and each one of the months in her series come with electric diamonds. The bigger it is, the more electric diamonds it will come with. So for this particular painting, we're just showing you areas that you can place the electric diamonds. That would be mainly the snowflake on her forehead. You can also sprinkle it in the background and also sprinkle it in the petals of the flowers, and pretty much just place it where you'd like to add more glitter and glisten to your December diamond painting. December by Anna Dittman in 40 by 30 cm rounds, special treatment. We first have the electric diamonds that come free with this painting, and that's what you see sparkling the most. We have placed it in this treatment, in this type of treatment, in the background. These are electric diamonds over there. And also over here. So for the free electric diamonds, you can choose to place them over there, or you can place them on the lightest part of the flowers. But in this case, because a special treatment in addition to the free electric diamonds was requested, we have placed it in the background. So to start off the special treatment for version 1, we have snow pearls that have been sprinkled on the lightest areas of the white petals. So it won't be too much, just to give it a little bit of like a snowflake sort of feel to it, like there's some pieces of snow on the flower. And then for version 2, we've added lilac crystals. These are the lilac crystals. They're a very, very translucent purple. And we've got some more lilac over here. These are lilacs. So they're almost kind of like clear, but they're actually a very pale purple color. So simply sprinkle them on the purple areas on the picture, and that would be on some of the flowers. On all purple areas except for her face. So just do the special treatment beads on everywhere else except for her face. And then for version 3, we've got ice crystals, and these are the ice crystals. And for this particular treatment, what we've done is we have simply followed the snowflake pattern and replace the regular beads that you get, which is like a light blue color, with the ice crystals to give it this look. So once again, this is a suggestion. There are about hundreds of different ways that you can conduct your special treatment, and that's the greatest thing about these things, is that they can always look completely different from how another person have done theirs, since we all think differently. So you can choose to follow this exact same look, or you can alter it a bit once you do have the painting and kind of go with the flow of your creativity. The Doors of Moria by SHANNON in 55 by 40 cm rounds, special treatment version 1, starts with lightning diamonds that we have filled in for the diamond in the middle of the door, this part over here, as well as the circles that we see on top. There are 7 light circles, so fill that in with lightning diamonds. The Doors of Moria by SHANNON, special treatment version 2, now adds prism pearls that we have sprinkled on the darkest areas on this painting. So this would be on the shadows behind the trees, just to give it a mysterious forest sort of feel. So we've got the prism pearls sprinkled on these darkest areas, almost black or dark green. Sprinkle it in those areas around the trees. Andersen's Little Mermaid, 40 by 61 cm with free magenta crystals. This is a painting by Medusa the doll maker, and we have now embellished it with the DIYMOON shop free special beads, and in this case chosen by the customer is magenta crystals. So when this design first came out, this came with the option of 2 different kinds of free crystals, and she has chosen the magenta. So the suggestion is to sprinkle it in the pink areas, and it's very difficult to go wrong here because the way the magenta crystals are, you can pretty much place it anywhere and it's going to look like she is glistening underwater. So feel free to experiment with how you will place your magenta crystals, but here is an example of one outcome using your DIYMOON shop free special beads. Andersen's Little Mermaid by Medusa the Doll Maker Special Treatment. We first have the free abalone that have been chosen by the customer who purchased this painting, and that is what we've placed over here on her tail. So you can sprinkle the free abalone crystals that you get on her green tail. If you have chosen the magenta crystals for the free special beads, then you can place them on the red corals. But since she requested for special treatment, then we are going to have the free abalone on the tail, and then for version 1, add the magenta crystals for the red coral. So sprinkle those on there. And then for version 2, we sprinkle electric diamonds along the border. So simply sprinkle it on the frame just to give it an added glisten in the background. And finally for version 3, we've filled in the sort of loop or hoop or a half circle that she's leaning on. That looks like a very thin moon. So those are the moonlight crystals. So for Andersen's Little Mermaid by Medusa the Doll Maker Special Treatment, we have free abalone crystals, and then version 3 is this: magenta crystals, electric diamonds, and moonlight crystals. Secret Garden by Claudia Tremblay in 50 by 50 cm rounds. Special treatment version 1 starts with labradorite that we have sprinkled on the green door. So simply sprinkle it on the green areas of the door, and this is for version 1. Special treatment version 2 now adds sapphire diamonds that we have sprinkled on the blue flower on her hair. So simply replace some of the blue regular beads that you get for this section with the sapphire diamonds that you get for the special treatment. Secret Garden by Claudia Tremblay in 50 by 50 cm rounds. Special treatment now adds magenta crystals that we have placed on the red flower on her hair, together with some of the other red flowers on the picture. So we've got one over here as well as here. Aside from that, we've also placed dark forest crystals that we now see around her mask. So you can sprinkle it if you'd like on the black areas of the mask, or like what I've done here is basically randomly sprinkle it on the gold areas of the mask, together with sprinkling it on some of this area for the key of the door. So once again, for Secret Garden version 3, you have labradorite, sapphire diamonds, magenta, and dark forest crystals. The Mermaid in 40 by 68 cm rounds with free version 3 special treatment. This is a painting by Cathy Delancey. And for this special treatment, we have placed alexandrite and sprinkled it in all of the dark blue areas in the picture. So this would include portions of her hair and also in the background, like what we see up here, cascading down. Aside from alexandrite, we also have labradorite, which we now see that has been placed in the dark green areas in the picture, and this would be mostly the plants. And finally, we have pink fluorite that we have sprinkled in her tail, together with the other pink flowers in the picture. So this just gives it a nice glitter effect to really make your Mermaid by Cathy Delancey look magical. Wish Upon a Star 30 by 43 cm rounds by Chiriyuki version 1 special treatment starts with electric diamonds that we have placed on the moon as well as on the stars, and you can also randomly scatter them as specks in the sky. So this is for version 1 of Wish Upon a Star by Chiriyuki. Wish Upon a Star version 2 special treatment. This is a painting by Chiriyuki. Now adds morganite to the ribbon on the girl's hair, as well as to the clothes of the bunnies around her and also on her dress. So sprinkle it in those areas. And then we've also added snow pearls that are sprinkled on the white curtains. Wish Upon a Star by Chiriyuki in 30 by 43 cm rounds, special treatment version 3, now adds star gems that you will place in the sky. So simply choose where on the painting you would like to place your star gems. And over here, we've placed one over here, another one over here, and two over here. So this is where the fun part of special treatments really go, which is giving you the freedom to place your special beads on areas that you would like to highlight. And so this would be version 3 for Wish Upon a Star special treatment. with Butterflies by Margaret Morales, finished diamond painting, showing you what it looks like without the special treatment. This is the finished complete look with all of the beads placed on the canvas to create the image Sleeps with Butterflies. So what we're going to do now is we're going to conduct a special treatment. So once again, you can do it two ways. You can conduct your special treatment by starting with your special beads first, placing them on your canvas in the areas you'd like, and then proceeding with the regular beads. Or if you're a more novice at special treatments, you can instead finish the actual painting and then sort of take out some of the regular beads that you'd like to replace with the special beads. In this case, for Sleeps with Butterflies, we have gold crystals, we have morganite crystals, and electric diamonds. And if you're familiar with the special treatment, the instruction is to sprinkle the electric diamonds in the background and then to sprinkle your gold crystals in the yellow areas of the butterflies. So that would be on these areas, on these areas, on these areas. And finally, for your morganite, it's to sprinkle them on the pink areas. So these would be on the pink petals of the flowers. Sleeps with Butterflies with version 1 special treatment laid on the canvas, and these are the electric diamonds that we see sparkling right over here. As you can see that the electric diamonds sparkle different from the regular beads. So these are the electric diamonds in the background. In lower light setting, we'll be able to see the electric diamonds sparkle even more, so let's check that out now. And for a better look at the electric diamonds, here they are sparkling in lower light. So once again, this is for version 1 of Sleeps with Butterflies by Margaret Morales. And now we move on to version 2 with gold crystals that will be sprinkled on the yellow areas of the butterflies. Sleeps with Butterflies by Margaret Morales with version 1 and 2 special treatment added. We now have added the gold crystals that we have placed on the butterflies. So those are the gold crystals you see. There's about 6 of them in this butterfly. And then we've got some over here as well and over there. So simply replace the yellow beads on the butterfly's wings with the gold crystals. Right now in bright light, it's very difficult to see, but if we were to turn off the light, we'd be able to see the sparkle of the gold crystals a little bit more. So as you can see, those are the gold crystals right over there and there as well. So now what we're going to do is move on to the final treatment, and this is for version 3 with morganite crystals that we will sprinkle on the pink flowers. Sleeps with Butterflies by Margaret Morales with version 1, 2, and 3 laid on the finished canvas. So we've got the electric diamonds, the morganite crystals, and the gold crystals on here for a subtle shimmer on the painting. And now with dimmer lights, here is the finished look of Sleeps with Butterflies by Margaret Morales. We've got the electric diamonds in the background, the gold crystals on the butterfly's wings, and then the morganite crystals for the pink areas of the flowers. Sibyl Art 50 by 75 cm rounds, special treatment version 3. We have electric diamonds in the background for version 1. So simply sprinkle it in the background. You can choose to do that in the lightest areas, as you can see over here and also up there, and just a little bit in the bottom. Version 2 is now adding pink ribbon crystals that we have sprinkled on her dress, and for this particular treatment I have also followed and traced the strap of her dress and filled that in with the pink ribbon crystals. And finally, for version 3, we add raspberry crystals that we have sprinkled on the red flowers on her hair, so on that section over there. So you can choose to do that on the light red areas or on the dark green areas. It will give a slightly different effect from each other, but an effect that will add more glisten nonetheless. Here is La Lune. I just drew the curtains so that we can see a little bit more of the sparkles of the electric diamonds and also of the gilded crystals and the actual gems that are shaped like stars. And we can see that in the background, how there are different levels of sparkle. There's the bigger sparkles, like for example these ones have bigger sparkles. Those are the actual stars that are gems. And then there are the stars that are made up of gilded crystals. And then there are these ones that are more like specks, kind of like the tiny stars that we see in the sky, that's not really twinkling, but it's just like a speck of sparkles. So The Doors of Moria by John Shannon in 55 by 40 cm rounds, special treatment version 1, starts with lightning diamonds that we have filled in for the diamond in the middle of the door, this part over here, as well as the circles that we see on top. There are 7 light circles, so fill that in with lightning diamonds. The Doors of Moria by John Shannon, special treatment version 2, now adds prism pearls that we have sprinkled on the darkest areas on this painting. So this would be on the shadows behind the trees, just to give it a mysterious forest sort of feel. So we've got the prism pearls sprinkled on these darkest areas, almost black or dark green. Sprinkle it in those areas around the trees. The Doors of Moria by John Shannon in 55 by 40 cm rounds, special treatment version 3, now adds a whole bunch of electric diamonds for the light that is coming through the door. So we've got basically all the other white areas that we have on the door that we did not fill in with lightning diamonds, and we filled that in with electric diamonds. So you can choose to kind of spread them out a little bit more. That way you have an even sort of outline for the door, or as what I've done in this particular canvas, where this area isn't as light as these areas, and I simply followed what I saw on my canvas. So simply place it on the lightest areas on your canvas that represents the door, and this will give it that glistening effect, like there is light coming through. The Doors of Moria by John Shannon in 55 by 40 cm rounds, special treatment version 1, starts with lightning diamonds that we have filled in for the diamond in the middle of the door, this part over here, as well as the circles that we see on top. There are 7 light circles, so fill that in with lightning diamonds.
see the